Hello everyone, welcome back to Roll. I've seen that the update is coming imminently, which is very exciting, but for right now we're going to give what we tried yesterday another go. Hopefully I will have some better RNG in getting some shop refreshes, because refreshing to the passives that we need is going to be fairly important, and I'm going to try and accumulate slightly more dice so that we can have more value in our number of dice times multiplier faces. So we'll get some early value going and then catch up in a moment. Alright, with 2,000 rolls remaining, we only have a 97 and a 44, but we might be able to add the face value of the 44 to make it an 88, and then add a 9 to that to make a 97, or something similar. But for now, I think I'm just gonna hop up to second tier shop and refresh, then go straight into third tier shop. Then we'll start looking for more of the stuff we want. Could take these guys, I suppose. Whilst they're here, would have been more efficient, of course, to buy these to help fund the journey to the cost value of the shop upgrade, but no real harm done. So there's add a face value to itself. If we can catch a +9, I will do my best to remember to purchase that. Times 10 single face multiplier seems very strong. Very expensive, but pretty strong. Right, we still want to see some multiplier bonuses for that center die. I'm amazed the number of times I go for a word and then get completely distracted and can't find the word I want in my brain. +10 is too much for our 88. And we want a 6 times multiplier. You know what, let's go to the next tier of shop. We'll look for a 6 times triple reroll when we get there. Now, this is most common face times 3. So at the moment it would just be a single face multiplier, but once we get more copies of 97s around the place, it'll go better for us. There's a single face multiplier die. That'd be good for us as well. So let's take another 10x, or take a 10x even. We'll put that on the 88. Then we'll take a single face multiplier die. Still very varied in how quickly we're increasing in score. Right, so we are looking for shop refreshes now. But there's a set all faces, we can put that in the center. And also a reroll in triplicate, which we also wanted. So we'll set that die in the center to be all 97s. And now we've got some decent scoring for a while. So we're looking for shop refreshes. I'm going to avoid bloating my score otherwise. We don't need the +9 anymore because we set the 88 to be the other number. Single face adjacency bonus. Whenever a single face multiplier is orthogonally adjacent to the die it is multiplying, it will be worth 10 times more. I am going to pick that up now. It's going to be more... It's going to build our score a lot for the purposes of increasing how much the shop costs, but seeing that now seems like a good time to pick it up, because who knows how long it will be until we see it again. And if we're going to do that, we want the single face die to be re-rolling with the 97 face die, because if dies are going to impact one another, they need to have both of them being rolled a second time. There's another 10x single face multiplier. And so we can actually just start surrounding this guy with single face multipliers. And then we want those re-rolling, and we want them with glue. Replace the die face of your choice with the void face. When rolled, this face will have the value when it is rolled. Will have no value when it is rolled. It multiplies the value of the rolled face by 2. So what we could do is buy a void die, which was not awfully expensive. Then actually move this 10x onto there. Then when we get a chance, we want to move that whole die across. So that this is adjacent to that. So the 10x is adjacent to the 97s. Still haven't seen any shop refreshes, and now I'm obviously getting really distracted by buying really shiny things. Because, oh boy, look at how our score has ballooned immediately. Jeez. Right, we'll start piling those up there because they don't need to be adjacent to anything. Double highest die is going to be huge value for us as well. We could get another void die. And now I'm wondering if we stop at 9 die and start getting factor 18 and square bonuses, and instead of trying to worry about mix and matching the single face multipliers, if we just focus it all on the 97 in the center and get everything else working in combination with that and see how well that goes. So why not do that? So we want these die faces to be bigger. I don't need more voids. I do want to move this void die face to be closer to the 97s. Then we need to move a die face over. There's another shop refresh. Go down in the corner. Then we don't need to set anything. We do want to buy one more die eventually, but I think we'll hold off on doing that right now. There's factor 18 multiplier, which is what I asked for. Do we want another void die? I don't see why not. Now we need to get some of this stuff moving. I'll take triples bonus, because then what I would like to do is with these void dies, if I can get each one to have a 10x single face multiplier on it, and then get them rerolling in triplicate, and then get glue on them, the 10x single face multiplier should be able to appear in doubles and triples fairly frequently. Single set of a kind seems good for this strategy. There's even more void die, but that will break our 9 dice that we're going to try and stick with at this point, I think. Triples bonus is good. Scavenger will pick up as well. Relatively inexpensive in the grand scheme. We do want to move a whole die. I want to move this face with voids to here. Then what else do we want? We need to move some more faces. We want rerolls in triplicate. Ah, I screwed up. I screwed up. The shop upgrade wasn't upgraded to its maximum level yet. So I should not have bought this extra void die. I should have upgraded the shop to get the 9th die. So if we're going to stay on 9 die now, we're not going to get the final shop upgrade. The other option then would be to go to 16 die. We'll see how we do on this tier of shop. I don't know if any of the key passives that we want, like combine face multipliers and things, are going to be limited to the next shop. So we'll do as much re-rolling and shopping here as we can. We still want more faces re-rolling in triplicate. We still want more shop refresh adders. We still need to move times 10 single face multipliers. All single face multipliers will now target your 2 highest scoring numeric die. We definitely want to add that. And in adding that, we could possibly consider building out to 16 dice and getting another set of 97s going. Here we want to move a 10x single face multiplier next to the 97s. Probably want some more glue on here. We need to move that one across as well. We still need to get stuff re-rolling in triplicate. There's re-rolling in triplicate. Right, this is re-rolling 3 times. So I guess we start with these re-rolling 3 times, because we want them to stick on those other faces. We can swap a face. We can take one of these 10x's, put them on the other void die. Adds a single face multiplier die. So at this point I think we can go up to 16 dice, which is 4 squared. I still want to try and find some more shop refresh adders. And what I'm sure I'll end up doing is adding too much scoring early on, so everything's going to get obscenely expensive very quickly. But I've made my bed now, we might as well sleep in it. There's a shop refresh adder, 22 million for that. Joins its friends over there. I'll take another 10x. Now what I'd like to find is add a copy of a die, so I can copy that 99 die rather than having to build one like it from scratch. But again, I'm not sure that's something I will find on this tier of shop. We could do it with weights, but with locks, but I'm not so keen on that. Now, of course, I'm just going to buy way too many passives. I will try and take no 99s reroll twice, because the only thing we're going to get better than that is no weights reroll in triplicate, which we will hopefully find eventually, but for right now, that seems like a good purchase. Otherwise, I think we can probably consider upgrading again. We'll take prime numbers, have another 300%. That's going to increase everything a lot. Is there a die that I want to move next to this? Not particularly. We could put this guy next to that. Yeah, we should probably do that. Because then it's... this one has 2 10s rather than this one only having 1 10 will be adjacent to the 97s. And at this point we can think about buying some more void die as well. So, are we upgrading? I think so. 144 million to buy a reroll is very expensive at this point. There's another single face multiplier die. We'll grab that. Try and make sure we don't accidentally go over 16 die. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 12. Just need to buy 4 more. Right, things we want. Add a die copy. 2 billion. Well, I do want a die copy, so we'll buy some stuff here to try and accelerate our way to getting that 2 billion. So a 10x here over a 4x, because we're going to make a copy of that die in a moment. Rerolls worth 50% extra more. Modified dice have weights on them, so I'm reluctant to purchase that right now. A die copy for 3 billion. We'll get there, but we're not going to have an incredible number of rolls left after. But this will supply us with plenty of rerolls, which is nice. So we're copying this. Now we have double face multiplier. The single face multipliers, all single face multipliers, will now target your 2 highest scoring numeric dice. My next question is single face adjacency bonus. Whenever a single face multiplier is orthogonally adjacent to the die it is multiplying, it will be worth 10 times more. If it's orthogonally adjacent to both of the die it is multiplying, will they both be worth 10 times more? I'm not even sure how I would check that in the breakdown, but X-Ray, if you're watching, I would love to know the answer to that question, or anybody else who knows far more than me from the Discord. Right. Glue, we could consider somewhere, I'm sure. Where specifically, I'm not sure. Probably on these 10x's to try and get them appearing more frequently. There's another void die. How much is this? 6 billion. Oh, maybe we're not gonna go for that immediately. And I definitely should have spent some of this money before re-rolling. Non-standard multiples, we definitely want. How much is that? 15 billion. Okay, well. That's not going to be cheap at all. Let's get something re-rolling in triplicate. We have 13 dice at the moment. What's going to be best for us re-rolling in triplicate to generate score? Probably these guys that have the 10x adjacent to this that are also increased by all the wilds. Now, none of this particularly increases the value that we're generating right now to get up to non-standard multiples. So we're just going to see if we can get to this before we run out of dice rolls. Did I do something that ruined our earning? Because I feel like we're nowhere near what we were at before. That's 1 billion, 14 billion. We're never going to get there. Probably it was that reroll I shouldn't have rolled when we had all the extra cash. Because 100 rolls doesn't even generate 1 billion points of value now. So we're never going to get 14 billion points for this. This just makes everything even more expensive because I didn't purchase any of the stuff we were looking at a moment ago. That's why the order of operations is so important. Die quantity single face multiplier. Upon purchase, die quantity faces can be affected by target which single face. So we don't want die quantity faces being targets of single face multipliers because we are generating value with our 97s, not with die quantity multipliers. Wild adjacencies could have done something, but not today. Just goes to show how important the decisions are in the late game. So we said we had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We need 6 more dice. So I should buy 3 dice at my earliest convenience, really. There's no weights reroll in triplicate. But we're never going to afford that either. And I've done something to just ruin this whole run. Probably refreshing the shop when I had so much value did not help me at all. So if we pick up a couple more dice here, that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Any one die will increase our earning a bit more because we'll have a square number of dice again. But yeah, refreshing the shop when we had so much liquid cash really ruined this for me. Because I think with a little more care and attention, this could have gone quite large. Because there were a lot of passives that we never did get. And if we could get non-standard Yahtzees going on 10x face multipliers when we get to the end of a roll with these things having glue, would have been interesting. I thought I put glue on that face. I did not. Or I did, and you can't have glue on void dice? I thought you couldn't have weights on void dice, but glue wasn't a problem. Tickle me confused. Add glue to a die face of your choice. When a face with glue is rerolled, it gets stuck on the glued face. For all following rerolls, replaces/replaced by attached rerolls. That'll be it. I attached triple rerolls to it. So we get to 16 dice. 9 in the center, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So any of our square bonuses would increase. And look, we didn't actually buy any square number bonuses, so I really messed that up at the end, but I still think there's a fun build to be made centered around this idea of single face multipliers being adjacent to a large number that's getting lots of bonuses from other passives. But in any case, that's going to be all for today. I'm really looking forward to the update. Hopefully that will be with us very soon, and I can take you guys through the patch notes and we can go exploring for what faces and things have been new or changed and what the new meta is going to look like. But until then, thanks ever so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.